on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. Lots of great information, a lot of great news going on today. I gotta tell you, really excited about that. South Korea and Japan, interesting stuff. We're gonna cover that because I believe a new corridor is about to open on the ODL Ripple net. I really do believe that, and I believe Crypto Eddie has been covering this a bit as well. At least, you know, once we heard about CentB and that type of those other partners, you know, speculation, of course, is that is a corridor that will soon be open. So we're going to cover that as well. Really good stuff. But I want to shout out Michael at Val5Links on Twitter. Absolutely doing his thing, keeping the community updated for sure. I got to tell you, if you're not on crypto Twitter, you definitely want to get there if you want to level up your XRP IQ, your digital asset space IQ as well. You certainly want to be there. And the guy you want to follow is Michael at Val, VAL, 5Links with a, LINX on Twitter, guys. So listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. Let's do this. So Michael tweets, one of South Korea's biggest commercial banks, Nanghyup NH Bank, said it is working on a crypto asset custodial services platform for institutional investors. So let's go check this out. This is on cryptonews.com. Let's see if we have it here. Yep, there it is right there. So let's go over the South Korean giant to begin, and I'll tie in Ripple and how that works here momentarily. This came out today, the 2020, right? Their time, obviously. South Korean giant to begin crypto custody for institutional investors. One of South Korea's biggest commercial banks, NH Bank, said it is working on a crypto asset custodial service platform for institutional investors. We're talking South Korea here, right? Remember all the big to-do about them not wanting digital assets to go on there, right? So this is a really big deal. So per ET News, the bank said it wants to launch crypto ecosystem operations and also spoke of its long-term plans, which include offering custodial services to the South Korean Central Bank, the Bank of Korea, for the latter's forthcoming digital currency. So they're wanting to provide custodial services for the Korean Central Bank. Well, isn't that interesting? Guys, this is all, again, this is about adoption. This is about fully and truly recognizing and realizing this is where we're going. This is the fourth industrial revolution, if you will. It's a new asset class being built. Without question, it's being built, an entire ecosystem. It's here. It's being built. We're early, but it is being built. It is late. It's being laid out. When you talk about banks and providing custodial services, and you talk about the Bank of Korea, their central bank, looking to have its own currency, this is where we're moving to. This is where we're moving, without question. So the BOK, which is the Korean South, the Bank of Korea, which is their central bank, is yet to confirm that it will actually launch a digital fiat, but is pushing ahead with preparation for a pilot rollout in case it does decide that the nation needs a digital currency. So NH Bank indicated that it is working on a number of virtual asset service providers, we've heard this, on its new crypto custodial plans, likely some of the country's biggest crypto exchanges. NH new service will also involve crypto key storage and management services. The move would appear to indicate that South Korean banks are finally ready to resume their crypto plans over 2 years after a radical change in government policy saw them shelve the plans in light of Seoul's partial crypto crackdown of January 2018. We all remember that. However, the mood in Seoul appears to have changed quickly since Parliament passed the nation's first relatively pro-business, crypto-specific piece of the legislation back in March this year. The NH rival, Shihan Bank, had spoken about plans to open a broad network of crypto custodial services prior to January of 2018. And ET News said the South Korean conventional finance sector is set to follow suit. You know, that's like our Wall Street. Is set to follow suit with more crypto-friendly offerings in the months, not years, but in the months ahead. A number of financial industry and blockchain sector sources have told cryptonews.com that South Korean banks are sitting on well thought out and extensive crypto-related business plans, with some chomping on the bit in anticipation of a further softening of Seoul's stance. Very, very important. So here, I want to share this as well. Which one is it? This one? Ripple's next ODL corridor may be between Japan and South Korea. Maybe between Japan and South Korea. Ripple's next ODL corridor may be between Japan and South Korea. So now I saw briefly, I watched King Solomon. I watched like the first couple of minutes. I think in the beginning, I had to get off and take a business call, but he was covering initially what he was going to cover in the video. And I saw this title and I said, wow, that is very, very interesting. And so, and that was yesterday that I saw that. So he covers this yesterday sometime. So I said when I would get home, finish my business stuff, I would go over it in the morning. So I'm covering this now. So forgive me if you guys may have already heard this, but I just think that this is some really, really good news and something important to pay attention to, because it looks as though a new corridor is being set up between Japan and South Korea. And it'll make sense once you hear the banks that I mentioned in South Korea that are RippleNet partners. So Ripple's next ODL corridor may be between Japan and South Korea. With every passing week, Ripple is moving ahead with its aim to take over the world's remittance market. Its global payments network, RippleNet, has onboarded many customers from around the world as part of its plan to ease and fasten the payment settlement process. With Ripple's remittance services, on-demand liquidity, also allowing users to transact across various corridors, the platform has continued to grow. In what is a recent development, a new ODL corridor, previously unknown, may just have been discovered between two Asian countries, Japan and South Korea. And every time we hear of Japan, we know that's Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao, SBI Holdings, and more specifically, SBI Ripple Asia, right? So according to the XRP ODL liquidity tracker utility scan, a transaction was noted on Bithum, I believe is what it is, with the South Korean won as the source fiat. The recipient exchange was BitPay, and it received the transferred funds in Japanese yen. This suggests that there may be a corridor under development between the two countries. It should be noted that nothing yet is confirmed, even though neither BitHum nor BitBank have been officially announced as RippleNet partners or RippleNet members. Only Ripple would really know who its participating exchanges are. In fact, the aforementioned transaction can really just be a test to check the corridor between the two countries. Why do you need to test it? What you testing it for? A suggestion that South Korea may be a part of this corridor is an interesting development in light of the fact that the country's rules around money transfer service providers relaxed only in 2017. Yep, so remember that. This allowed the participation of non-bank companies in offering remittance services. At the time, Coin One was quick to get on board RippleNet to introduce its own retail remittance product, which was later used to process payments in markets like Thailand, and Sri Lanka. Ripple already has a significant presence in Asia, mostly due to its partnership with SBI Japan. A joint venture between the two, SBI Ripple Asia, has paved the way for many Asian exchanges to hop on the platform and leverage XRP for cross-border payments. Recently, Ripple also added 8 more customers. This is the point that I think is important. From South Korea, like SBI, HonPass, and Wire Barley, to improve cross-border payment. So they're doing, they're customers for RippleNet are banks and FIs, small, medium enterprises, money transmitter operators. So it's not just the banks, right? In fact, it's about, I believe it was either Treacher or Garlinghouse who says that it's about 50-50 banks to FIs or SMEs or MTOs. So while SBI focuses on the South and Northeast Asian corridors, including the Philippines, Vietnam, Japan, and China, Wire Barley expanded its reach from Australia to New Zealand, Hong Kong, Japan, and the United States. They got them all covered, guys. And they're working with the central banks around the world. Again, while Ripple has not yet confirmed the active status of this corridor between Japan and South Korea, it was seen to be an organic move for the company. Nice job, AMB Crypto. This is very well put together, well thought out article. So shout out to, I figures it's a lady. That figures, that makes sense. Namrata Shukla. Nice job, my friend. Good job. So guys, listen, this is absolutely exciting news. Again, for me, why the test? If it's a test, why the test? So if it's not happening now, it's happening sooner or later, if you will. So again, Ripple's flexing this muscle. They're expanding. Again, they got the blinders on, focused on growing the RippleNet. And again, I will say it again, you are not wanting to be that bank. You are not going to want to be the bank, the financial institution, the small medium enterprise business, the money transmitter operator that is on the outside of the RippleNet looking in. You're not going to want to be that, because again, the power of that network is the network effect. It's genius in motion, guys. It really, truly is. All right, guys, listen, I am going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.